Hello, folks. This is Ben Gessel. So a few days ago, at least maybe it's yesterday, and then tonight, I've been watching two different episodes. The first two episodes of the Purge TV show. The Purge TV show. That's going to be a TV show that's going to be on USA. Coming up here in a bit. Anyway, the first two episodes are online basically tomorrow and maybe the day after that, but I'm not sure. So if you want to watch these episodes, they should be on YouTube. Just look up Purge TV. Right? Look up Purge TV, and the two episodes will be online on YouTube. I don't know what's going to happen the day after tomorrow. But I have some additional thoughts here that regarding this show and regarding all the movies I've seen relating to this TV show, the Purge movies. So I remember back when you had, the Hunger Games movies, and how much some people I knew seemed to just love those movies to a extent that I thought was a little bit weird. I must admit, though, that with the Hunger Games the train episode scenes, they had some really appetizing food on there, so I would have been picking it out big time. So it was amazing that so many folks had, this train had restraint. I think I know why they did that and all this stuff. There's all this kind of stuff about not eating luxurious food because you came from a poor background, and being true to yourself, and all this stuff that the Hunger Games movies had. It was actually, there's something to it. So I was like, after a while, I was like, it was actually pretty cool. It was actually a pretty cool story, pretty cool movies. I liked it. I don't even know if I saw the last one. I'm guessing I did. This is weird that I can't remember the last one that came out. I knew the good guys were going to win anyway. But there's a connection here, as you could probably guess, with these Hunger Games movies and the Purge movies. And the connection, of course, is just making murder much more graphic and putting the viewer in the position of the person doing the killing. Sorry, but that... Yeah. That's the connection. And, I guess the question, I've seen The Purge, I've seen another Purge movie, I've seen a few of those movies, and yes, it was scary, and yes, it was unnerving, and do we need a Purge TV show? Do we really need something like that? Now, I've seen 24, I've seen the sorts of TV shows where they have real-time stuff going on. There's all kinds of thought that went into all this stuff, and believe me, they do want to cover the bases regarding different kinds of characters in this movie. I should say TV show. And when I say different kinds of characters, also what I mean is, and I guess this is Hollywood's idea of different, but we are very used to this, so you basically have every single ethnicity represented. From what I could see very readily, obviously black and white, as well as Hispanic, and probably a few others. But there is a definite, there's always been, with Purge movies, there's always been a very obvious white versus black kind of thing. Yeah. And also, more to the point, poor black versus rich white. Or poor black and poor white and rich white. With wealthy Asians joining the white folks. It's basically just the way that things have been. The Purge just kind of copies the way things have been. Just eggs on the socioeconomic and whatever racial things still linger in our minds. And throw in some dinner parties. I should say a dinner party. It's very fancy. For yes, you guessed it. Mostly white people. And a little bit of lesbianism going on there toward the end of the second episode, which I won't get into, and whatever. And a military guy, it's Hispanic, who's, you see a little bit of action. He has to deal with a little bit of fighting. And some crazy blue bus where you have some... I'll use the word cult. I don't like this word, but I'll use the word cult because I think it applies to this kind of thing very well. A group of young people that are going to be killed on Purge night. Just one by one. And they're taking turns. Some crazy woman is in charge of this bus. I don't know where they're going. I personally had a little bit of a hard time following this. I know that there's going to be some characters that join up at some point. There's a young black woman, younger, middle-aged maybe, I don't know, I got this company with this lecherous boss. Yeah, CEO. And she's trying to go up the career wagon ladder thing. And she has one of her coworkers ask her, hey, who's on your purge list? This kind of nonsense. Everything, it's just everything about this TV show pushes your buttons. If it isn't one thing, it's another thing. And if it's not that thing, it's another thing. And they know how to they know how to push the buttons. Believe me, the creators of this show definitely do. I'm not saying the show is bad. I'll get to it, actually I kind of am, but I'm going to get to my overall opinion here. Just, I'm doing a little review here. What else did I leave out? I think that's about it. Young, professional black woman. Right, you see her wanting to take out some people. You don't know who. She talks to this other black woman who is kind of a bit more athletic, maybe. And they're discussing who she's going to take out on Purge night. So you have this office situation. You have these wealthy white couple, and the girl before the end of the second episode is seen kind of kissing another girl. And these wealthy people are watching. Actually, that's right. They're watching this Mexican guy single-handedly take care of all these people trying to kill him with axes and whatever, hatchets, whatever, and other stuff, And it's entertaining. It's very unnerving, of course. That's the whole idea. Yeah, it's, but to be honest, it's a teensy bit of bad acting too. I have to say, it is a TV show, not the movie. But yeah, I mean, yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry, folks. This is just, this is not really, in some respects, the easiest video to make, review, because on one hand, it's disgusting. On the other hand, it's kind of formulaic what they're doing here with this stuff. A lot of the stuff that I've seen so far, you've seen in the Purge movies, if you've seen them. And, yeah, the bus. I don't know what's going to happen to all these young people. I don't know. And I really honestly can't think of too many other characters yet going on. But you basically have your black person. You basically have your white people. You have your Hispanic person. And you'll probably have some other chick who's like, I think maybe Asian, and this blue bus, she tried to take the place of this other young woman who's going to be killed. And the lady in charge said, nope, it's not your turn yet. All this stuff. And so, yeah. I guess, the tone of this video should become pretty obvious. I'm not a big fan of this show. It's not just because the concept is so dark. It's because I just kind of saw it coming from a mile away. I knew that they would, of course, like many other things, include every single race of people and every single type of occupation and I knew they would do that. I knew that they would use funny little words and language, and I knew that they would play on everybody's alliances or socioeconomic groups and, different kinds of personalities. The fancy dinner party being particularly reprehensible in my opinion. I detested everything about that situation, which is what, it's what they wanted. And now that honestly, anyway, so do I want to see any other episodes at this point? Sure, why not? But there's no burning desire to. My landlord has cable. I'm sure he has USA. If he doesn't have USA, somebody does. I'll catch the episodes sooner or later. But even though I guess this is I'm leaving a bad review here, it's not completely terrible. Now comes, so you guys have heard my review. I gave it like 2 stars out of 5. But it's a great show. It's great. It's decent acting. Actually, it is good acting. I'm just very critical of certain moments in there, of course. But the reason I gave it 2 out of 5 is it's just a very dark subject, and it's kind of repetitive. It's actually the majority of it is, if you've seen both Purge movies, or maybe I guess it's a third one, or there's a spoof of one. Again, black versus white people. It's all a very tired subject. It just, to me, just feels very brain dead. Like a person who's with an IQ of 90 came up with this idea after the first one, which I thought was very somewhat groundbreaking. It's just a very tired idea. It's just stupid. It just kind of plays in everybody's emotions and whatever else. So, now comes the part where I discuss any connection with this stuff, and yeah, I won't get into this too much. It's just, it's basically still speculation, of course. The deep state, Illuminati, all that stuff, right? So, is somebody trying to train us to accept things like a real purge in real life? And people ask this question. All kinds of people are commenting, leaving, again, these comments that to me seem halfway brain dead. There's somebody's thinking, but at the same time, it's kind of groupthink. So it's just, I hate groupthink. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Very, very, very rarely am I okay with it. I like people to have original, independent thoughts that they come up with themselves. And so, after seeing something like this, a TV show and movies, and all the other things mentioned before, like Hunger Games and many other shows that are coming out. There's a Lucifer show and all this stuff, and this is nothing new. This subject, I think, is so many things are connected to it. So yeah, I think that there is a reason why we're seeing this kind of stuff. Why we're not seeing something more pleasant, like something else that seems vaguely Harry Potterish, but maybe more enjoyable or different, or just not school-related, but maybe just more of a nice adventure. No. Instead of something more pleasant like that, and we're seeing people getting their bodies hacked up, right? Yeah, and we're seeing the evils of corporate America and all this awesome, realistic drama. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's realistic. It's It's so realistic that you don't even have to play a zombie video game anymore. You can just watch these kinds of movies or this TV show. You can just watch people getting hacked in half. And believe me, I think violence is way overblown. A lot of people think it's so bad to see on TV. I mean, I'm talking about watching on TV, of course, right? People, come on. Let's hope. But, yeah, this is not quite, this is a different level of stuff. It's nothing really new. I mean, again, if you've seen 24, these shows that have a lot of violence, it's not really very groundbreaking. I guess it's just the fact that it's a Purge TV show. So it's not just one bloody movie. It's an ongoing show with a mixture of pretty intense violence with extremely often most of the characters being not good. Anybody who entertains, seriously, the thought of killing someone, it's not just a question of needing to see a psychologist. It's it's murder. Okay. So I think that anybody who thinks that this sort of thing is even remotely okay, even to toy with or think about, if I ever have a thought cross my mind of wanting to kill someone, if that thought even for momentarily enters my mind, I immediately push it out. Immediately. It's one thing to, stew about someone and be angry with someone. That happens to most everyone. It's quite another thing to think, let me go load my revolver, put some, put some bullets in it, and I'm going to sneak over this person's house at this time of night. I know how to get in his house. I'm just going to go boom, boom, boom. Who thinks about that stuff? Murderers do. I don't think you guys are murderers, or anyone else, not just my subscribers, but anyone else who watches this video. I don't think you guys are murderers. But this kind of stuff starts to, toy with your mind a little bit. Oh, this one night, we can go kill anyone you want to, and you're not going to get in trouble, right? Whoa, wow. I don't see this movie at all in that light. Like, when I see it, I've always seen these kinds of things as being like a survival night, a night of survival. You're protecting yourself, you're defending yourself. You're not going out actively killing people you don't like. It's wrong. It's evil. No matter who the person is. We'll take out so-and-so, like the president, right? We'll go try to assassinate the president because we hate the president, right? If you kill someone, you're answerable to God for that act. It's really stinking serious. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, if you think killing is murders, if you think murder is justifiable, and there are rare instances where it might be, but killing, not murder. But I don't know. It's just yeah, I don't know. I mean, like maybe you should talk to someone about this other than myself, because I really wouldn't know what to say to someone that says, oh yeah, we need to have a purge. Oh yeah. And they weren't joking. And they were not joking. Right? I mean, okay, so just to sum up what I'm saying here, if you want to see this stuff, you can probably want to see it tomorrow. Today's the 16th, right? I don't know, maybe it's getting late, so maybe it's already, but see it on the 17th before they take it down. If you want to see these first two episodes before it's, I don't know what episodes are going to come out in USA. And I don't think it was that great. And I think that there's something to this that suggests some kind of mind control kinds of things. I really do. In this instance, I really do. They didn't just stop with the TV shows. I mean, they didn't just stop with the movies. They actually went to the TV shows. And after the TV, when is it going to stop? They're going to keep making these things. It's going to keep going until something like this actually happens. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me it's just going to die away at some point. No. No, we're going to see more and more of this stuff until it actually happens. It's just a question of when. Sounds crazy. Sounds like I'm a fruitcake for saying this kind of stuff, but no. No, I'm not a fruitcake. And so I guess the question is, should we be watching this kind of stuff? Well, all I can say is if you watch it, you should watch something much nicer afterward. Or do other things with your time, and don't spend very much time with this kind of stuff, because it can mess with your head a little bit. You don't want to entertain anything, at any time, anywhere, no. Don't entertain thoughts of killing someone, right? There's a reason the Italian mafia, there's a reason why the Italian mafia are not seen as the good guys, at least by most of humanity, right? It's because they kill people that they don't like. That's wrong. Even if the mafia runs Sicily or southern Italy, it's still wrong, right? It's wrong to do this stuff. All right, catch you guys later. Bye for now.